San Ignacio ruins. It was built by the Jesus missions. That's why this is called the Misiones jungle. They started building these missions in the 1950s.
This emerald really said 1950.
I mean, not 1950s, 1500s, sorry. They're spread across Paraguay, Piranha, Brazil, and Misiones, Argentina. There's about 30 of them. And you'll see today we're going to San Ignacio ruins, but the mini one, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so I'm excited to go. Let's get there, boys and gals. And plus we're gonna get something to eat, and maybe down the road there's this one abandoned Nazi hideout called Teyucuarade, something like that. And there's a tale, a legend, that you can still find World War II gold memorabilia coins from the Nazis, the German Nazi coins. That'd be crazy, eh? So let's get into the video. So our first stop is this place with the precious gemstones. I guess it's a mining place here. Look at this, in the jungle. And I think we're gonna go mine some precious gemstones. I'm not sure, we're gonna see. But look at this place, that is nice. So we're now inside the caves here. Look, as you can see, it's pretty crazy, huh? And here's all the gemstones, see? Everywhere, there's semi-precious rocks everywhere. But we gotta go here too. Interesting. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but there's some more here. See all of them shining? And they're pretty sharp here, eh? And they said they have emeralds and a whole bunch of kinds of different stones, so it's pretty crazy. You even got them on the ceiling and everything. Look at the gemstones here, see? This is what they're talking about here. And these are semi-precious gemstones. This is a little cart to go inside the caves and everything. Crazy. So behind me is the river Piranha and Paraguay. So we're on the border again. So this whole town, this whole part of Argentina is on the border of either Brazil or Paraguay. And this is the mining fields here. You got all the little caves to get all the precious gemstones in there. This is what a mining cave looks like in Argentina. It's wild, huh? Look at all this stuff. Look at this too. I don't know if you can even see this. It's crazy, eh? Who knows what's going on down there? Hola, how you doing? So here's some more crystal rock. There's a bunch of them, huh? Everywhere. It's crazy. But I don't know. This is our first one. It's called Wanda Gemstones or Wanda Caves or something that we're at. And it's pretty cool here. I mean, it's a cave. Caves are always cool, right? Look at this. Cool stuff, huh? So, I don't know. I don't understand anything what these guys are saying because they speak Spanish, but I'm here. It's Bunjo. You know what I mean? So these people, these guys from Venezuela, they told me that the tour guide was so good. He was still talking to me when I was sleeping. Yeah. And and everybody had to remind him that I was sleeping, but he said, hey, it doesn't matter. He can hear it in his dreams.
Maybe he gets something.
It was pretty crazy, but thank you, tour guide. So this is the workshop where they make all this stuff. How they make all the cuts and put them all together, all the stones. And that's how they build in this man's yard, eh? And they say it's very hard work here. So they're probably not in the mood because it's like they're like caged animals with everybody watching through the bars, eh? Crazy. But look at this. We're in the town of San Ignacio. They were just explaining that the Jesuit people, the Spaniards that came over from Spain, and the Guaranis are the local natives. They came together and started a society, and this is their town, the ruins over here. But the Portuguese came over and they started trying to capture all the Guaranis and enslaving them like they did in Brazil to make them work in the coffee farms or, you know, the woods or the mining caves and all that stuff. like they did with the black African people in Brazil. They tried to do that here, but there's just sweet people handed all the Guaranis guns to protect themselves from getting enslaved. So they protected themselves, and then they came and they created all this, and then that's how it is, you know. It's pretty crazy, eh? Pretty crazy. So I don't know, we're here now, and I think restaurants here, it's like tiny ass restaurant. It's goddamn hot out here, I'll tell you that, buddy. So we stopped at this restaurant called Don Valentine. You want to say something? Yeah, Don Valentine, and we're in San Ignacio. And what's your name? Nombre. Yeah, you live here? You love it? Yeah, it's good, huh? San Ignacio, yes. Perfect, man. and yeah, I don't know, I'm probably gonna try beef fish. So actually it's only 1300, so why not, right? And maybe bebidas. I'm gonna have probably just the water, to be honest with you. It's only 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Yeah, water, maybe a beer. So that's the remaining of the steak. The steak was the worst one I had in Argentina. What's that? Say hello. Messi or Mbappe? Messi or Mbappe? Mbappe? He's crazy. He's crazy, this kid. Yeah, they've been dining with me. I came here to eat alone. I got a couple eating mates, you know, so I gave them some steak. We had some steak together. Empanadas, you know. Just the three of us, the three amigos here. But we're going across the street here. We're gonna go check it out, so it's pretty cool. So the ticket is here. It costs 570 pesos. Plus you have to pay for your tour. So the entrance fee isn't included. So, and this is where we go in. San Ignacio Mini entrance. So these are the stuff that the Guaranis, they used to make those instruments and stuff, and then export them to like Europe and stuff like that. But here's a whole outline of the whole place, what it would look like, and their idea for it, and that's how it used to look like. So look at all the stuff they made, huh? Cool little museum. Shows you all the fragmenta, and look at it all. Jeez, huh? Yeah, you know what's something crazy? All these are German towns too, so lots of German history around here, you know. That's what I mean. Did Hitler run away to Argentina? Probably, because I don't know why we're just talking about Hitler. We're talking about him and 15, 20, hundreds of his closest people, and they all settled down in all these small towns across Argentina, and it still shows to this day because everybody talks about the German influence they have here. So I believe he did.
On and off on some rails like you're on a train, hoping some of you still remains, dreaming of sleeping on a train, and the train has never left the station. High up in the clouds, looking out the glass at the powder that you're facing. By the way, I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright. By the way, I'm gonna be alright.
So what he's explaining right now, the path is used to be connected to the Parana River, and they used to transfer their stuff by canoe through here. So it's pretty crazy, you know, because they got forced out in Iguazu by the Brazilian tribe, and so they went down the Parana River and they found it and they settled here, and that's it. That's how it became made in 1690, he said. So he was saying these columns are to hold the roof up, and they used to have rows like these with houses down the middle with families of 10 in them. So these columns held the roof up like this, see this? And as you can see on the scale model, these little lines here, those are the columns, and these are the rows of houses, and this is the full scale model. So it's pretty it's a pretty wild place, you know, a community, a nice little community they had. Probably really safe for them until the damn Portuguese, you know.
The wall, because the original wall they
Look at that lizard. Oh, he dipped. The lizard dipped. But yeah, they said they used to do shows here and everything. It's crazy. Hey, look at this neighborhood. Look at this. This is a room. And all the creepy crawlies at night come out here and play. And in here is where 10 of them would sleep. So this was only used for them to sleep in. Oh, look at this out the window. Hello, neighbor. It's crazy, huh? Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool stuff. The ancient city. Yeah, this is not the Nazi one. The Nazi one's about 25 minutes away. So he's saying that this place produced lots of statues and glass, but I'm checking out this thing in this ruins. Look at this. It's crazy, eh? I thought this was a massive anthill, but it's a termite hill. Look at it. Absolutely insane. They're all everywhere. But it's pretty cool here, I guess, huh? Look at all the details up here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at it. So this is part of where the communion, I don't know what they call it, where when you get baptized or whatever from your communion, the priest gets to keep your dress and all that stuff. I don't know, but it's pretty crazy. But look at this place, eh? Look at the detail. This is only 300 years old, so it's not that hard to do. Not that hard to do, he says, but you know what I mean? It's beautiful nonetheless. So they used to do trading, and the clay was one of them, but this is red because of the dirt and stuff, but it used to be white because they used to paint it with limestone, and the roof used to be ceramic, like the clay looking ceramic, and same with the floor. So it's only red now because all the limestone washed off and there's no white on it anymore. So there's a little history lesson of the San Ignacio ruins, which was given their name by the people that discovered the ruins. Actually, it's crazy. Not them themselves. Yeah, so this is all the monastery. So here used to be like where I told you about the priest, then the library, then the priest's bedroom, then the classroom, and then the kitchen, and then all over there is the workshop. And this is where all the church people, the mission. That's why it's a mission. So it's pretty crazy. So we're gonna go check out the original flowers. Let's do it, baby. Let's put these glasses on for this. And with my speaking English crew, the ladies from California.
Hello.
Hello. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Sí?
Filipino too.
Filipino and
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. Ah, there we are. And these are the original floors. They're the ceramic. It's crazy. See, this is all lava rock. So they built it with the lava stone. See the dark blue up on the middle of the wall? And this is original floor, so we can't go inside and step on it. I was just told. Well, that's pretty crazy. They use lava rock. Magma.
Mortar.
No, last time they don't use mortar.
So down here is the ventilation to get the cold air in for the wine cellar and stuff. And here, this cactus is actually called the Tuna Cactus, and it has, look at these flowers. They grow beautiful big white flowers, you know. The Tuna Cactus, not the tuna fish, the Tuna Cactus. But let's finish this. The ventilation for the cold air to go into the wine cellar to make the stuff. And this is the door here to go get the wine, basically. That's pretty crazy. And you can't walk on the floor or you'll fall through it. So he actually just told me talleres or talleres means actually a workshop. I've been going to the soccer games how long? I never knew what the name of it was. But this was connected to the rain system on the roofs. So the rain water would come through this channel here and go to the washroom. The washroom would roll back, and it'd clean out the toilets, right? And so that'd be their flushing system every time it rained. So it'd be stinky if it didn't rain for a couple days, but it rained all the time here. And this is a well, and it's not connected at all. That's what he says. So don't get scared, people. They were not drinking their own pee. And that's it. So behind here, this is the front entrance to the church here. Ave Maria, that's what it means. And right now we're going to the catacombs downstairs. So we're gonna go check that out. And you know, the catacombs where all the mummified people are. And yeah, then we're going to the graveyard, and this is inside of the church. And over on that end, if this is the entrance, that's the altar, because everybody's rode here and sat down. I don't think they had a grand piano or a grand piano organ or whatever they're called, you know. But it's nice. It's kind of cool, huh? And there's the back end of that, the amazing front entrance. So he's saying that the north and south,
Going inside.
so the upstairs had all these big windows, as you can see the big openings. So when the sun rises and sets, it'll always have light in here no matter what. So it's pretty crazy. And here's a few, these are tombstones. I guess they don't have it downstairs, but
The altar was made.
these are tombstones. It's crazy. And this is the altar where, you know, the priest put on the big show for the people. I believe in God, I seen him yesterday, you know, stuff like that. You're healed. And this is the Jesuit emblem, and what does it mean?
Jesus, you know, in Latin say Jesus Omnis Salvatori.
And that's it, huh? And that's the emblem, and it used to be hanging up over the altar where the big man would put on his big show, you know, healing people, you know what I mean, praising the Lord up there. That's what he used to do above that. So that used to be above him, and little Jesus guy used to be underneath praising everybody. Pretty crazy. That's church for you, eh? That's church. You like this place?
I love it.
It's beautiful here.
This is Trinka.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
My name is Trinka.
Yeah, and you're from California?
From California.
And is this your first time in Argentina?
Oh yes.
Yes, and it's beautiful here.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Awesome.
Awesome country. Do you like the food? You had better,
I
huh?
like the beef.
Yeah, the beef's good.
Oh,
The beef's good.
number one.
The beef is the best, she says. Yeah, so he's saying these are the funeral rooms where the morticians used to work on the dead bodies. Now the Guaranese didn't show emotions to cry. They didn't know how to cry or what crying was. So the Jesuit tribe actually, they actually hired 10 crying ladies to every funeral. The people that were born here were the people that were stillborn children that died, elderly, and people that died by injuries and accidents. So the people with sicknesses like influenza, because that's a big killer here, they got buried so far away because they didn't want to contaminate the death. So even after death, they're worried about contaminating their sick loved ones. So, you know, so these 10 crying ladies that got hired to every funeral taught the Guaranese to cry because it influenced them to cry. So it's pretty crazy, you know. It's pretty crazy. And you got another one over in that corner there that's more built up, and this was the whole graveyard. So there's probably a lot of bones here. A lot of bones, a lot of bones, a lot of bones, a lot of spirits. So these are the same columns that held the roof support, but this is a ficus tree, and it starts to grow on top of the column. So as you can see, all the roots on the bottom here, the trees up top, and all the roots surrounded the tree. And I think this is the name, Higuera Brava, huh?
Higuera Brava.
Higuera Brava.
The
And this
Ficus
is
family.
the ficus family, and this is the column inside, right? As you can see, this little piece right here. It's crazy, huh? And this is little Cambodia. It's crazy. Tiny there. Look at these little native bees.
Native what? B?
Native.
B-E-E?
Yeah, 90 bees.
Look at them, eh? It's
But
crazy.
no danger for us.
So
A new bloom.
So this is the Argentine marijuana tree, basically. It's the mate tree, the yerba tree, where they make the mate, and they're all addicted to it, right? Everybody. If you come to Argentina,
I need mate every
Dur-
morning only.
during the pandemic, I went to every St. Martin Square, and everybody was drinking mate. They didn't care about the pandemic, but that's life. I don't think it was that serious at the time. But I don't know. Is this one?
Say palo borracho.
And there's two kinds. This is the wild mate. Now they made it shorter to the bush into bushes so they can cultivate it easier instead of going up in the tree, you know.